city subject areas, reading, writing, and mathematics, but you would be eligible for scholarships. And we do have students that participate. Because the other benefit of scholarship is
So noble of you.
there's a policy that's
The physical education, the physical part, not only
Anybody's name. It's like, it's like when they always have those certain people who work close like America. It's not just that, or see you like as we do with the busing. So I took my friend to the
you want to, there's here's the participant timeline later through it. Sparks are, is there also training? Take courses.
Take the environment. Environment, check on the weather.
So every day you have math classes.
Apparently, let's go to job.
Hi, sorry. College success skills and then math.
It's nice that you know you want to do it. I don't know.
No, this is a sample. Summer program. Okay.
Every once in a while, I'm like, when I go to class, I'm like,
Starting honorable major 27.
is this worth it? Like, I'm in summer school right now.
Yes.
And next
Are you graduating?
Wednesday is my last day.
Yeah.
And the Monday when you're having fun after the test. And then the Friday I have like 2 journals.
No, it's
and
like
like,
so here, let me explain this. Yeah. Yeah, good. Why next time when you're in
you get to learn more about the campus.
Oh, yeah. There's fun.
We get lunch on Monday and
We gotta bring yeah, if you want to have a mix of do what I do. Come here, go to class, go home. Plus, there was the PT where and during the school time, it's scary to stand in line and some days you might be some days you might look at the line. I'm really that hungry.
What time is it?
The answer is all on yellow paper.
she's good.
I think it's the first show.
So then,
We're going to see
It's me too.
I'm Brittany.
My show? No show, I didn't hear it.
It's Brittany.
Besides us, keep going.
like that's the question. Like you have this class. Okay, so we have the afternoon, I took your classes run in the afternoon every day from 6:30 to 4:30. You want to tell me the answers? Sorry. I was kind of hoping to come like anybody else?
She had director. At the end, they put like,
Do you remember getting it?
at the end, and then randomly speak after.
Well, you just came.
I was wrong.
I was favorite class. Yeah, I was
If you can't commit to doing the if you can't commit to the time, then that's not good. Even if you are get,
Better to do like when I was younger.
I got one. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So all this stuff. Schedule an appointment. We're scheduling it. Okay, so that's like. I think they're open. I'm not sure if they're open. I can't check. They're just doing services for one person. All right, well, and good luck. Happy graduation. I know it's something like that.
It's nice when you have to come ready.
Hey, how are you? Good. I'm Rob. I'm
Yeah.
This week, Friday. Yeah.
No, I just want to raise.
Mind possessions.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, so catching then Arlington has
This year, it was
Oh no, I'm exercise science.
Oh, science person, huh?
Yeah. I'll pick up all of those things are so heavy.
It's like a, you want to read your t-shirt?
But it is.
Oh, I thought you said like I did.
Go back. Should be easier.
I was going to do that too.
Now I'm done with that because that's so that's something.
Never gets black now. been saying that since I have some responsibility, they might see 9:50.
Oh, it's a college prep.
But I mean,
There's still a chance. If you're having a hard time learning, it's like knowing where everything is. I'm just kind of like go out of once they get you,
it's hard to you know.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, at Aeropostale, the manager was
Oh, yeah.
I quit there. I had another job at night, so it's they need more hours. I stayed with them, seasonal, and then I was manager for Aeropostale. So she was just really
Yeah, I don't have the video. I saw that, but
my major. Oh yeah, I remember, yeah. Oh, her? It's, yeah. It was like Thanksgiving night, had their service at 7, and then I'll stand. No, because I just want to have so if I oh my god, that's right. Like, so well, I have a car and get out. Yes. Okay. Okay. That's why you it's just no. Okay, so start off with one free t-shirt, something, and then
How are you feeling? It's okay. I did this last year. It was like really nervous, but then like eventually melted down for today. I'm gonna call you and
I've had a minute.
Sorry,
I don't understand like sometimes. Usually everyone
definitely you get a credit. Yeah. It'll really go. It's an automatic A. I met you before. You remember? Oh, because of before this one? Yeah. I've already known 1 year. Sorry. Yes. So much. But like the first, he was in my class, and I don't know. Should he ever talk about what he was in the program? Anybody? He was no. I wouldn't say okay. It's a reason why. Yeah, he's like a mom. He's such a mom. I know those especially in the time. He's just all the time. So about 5 weeks. But that's there's the training center. You go there and so are you sign up for an appointment? They'll sit down with you. They'll look at opening day. They'll pretty much not write it for you. They'll outline the paragraphs. And then if you're not, I don't know it's that bad. I don't hold my energy. So it's definitely worth it. Yeah. Especially for people. Oh, okay. That's it. Really. And the art major. Every time I go to something, I think every class, whenever I go and all this business paper, I should write it. But then I never really know. Would it be odd if I called it? But I, you know, just there's a lot of times I think, where you come to my office and I'll take a look at his art. Just want to talk to him about it.
Yeah, that's what my son
That's where they are right now. Don't pick up the plate yet. How was your head? But he's going to take it back, or you like to work, or plus I had to train, like my next kid don't train. That's why I follow my sign. Pretty far. It's like why my guys each other.
Nice to meet
But they said we get graduates after we graduate. Yeah, it is amazing. We are all going to be talking. But we were trying to figure out who that was.
How did you hear about that? When she took her place in the test, the other day, and I'm pretty much. And when I have like so she also got transferred. She when she got to high school, it came in 5 p.m. down. And she started working in Uber. So when she did that, she was having trouble coming out to see so she ended up not going to school. Right, she got paid.
Now I see. I paid $20 that you're supposed to be able to go to the community basketball. Okay, so that one side wide help you do that. Something will come and we'll help you figure out what to do. Oh, that's I can't believe that. So you're what? Yeah, okay, so you don't have to appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be there the days after. Coordinator of the business center, so we're just going to talk about the contracts, major requirements of the program. So there are 4 major things that you have to do to make your good standing. So one of them is attending open house. So I'm here, so that's already out of the way. You are aware there's only an after, so that's from 11:30 to 4:30. Sorry. Are you maybe to do that? Yeah, so what it is, I don't think I can say. Okay, so this is an example of schedule. I think this is for the AM. So what happens is you're going to do math Friday, you have a break on Wednesday, you have like social events. You take a college course, and then do math. So you're also tutoring in math and reading and writing. So that's how your whole day is going to be. So from 4:30 to, from 11:30 to 4:30, so you're doing class. Did someone explain that to you before? Okay, so yeah, so basically it's just classes, just to kind of help you with what your skills you need to take place in the task again. But that's fine. Does that work for you? Okay, so that's Monday through Thursday. And as long as it's, the last day of instruction is it's 24th. The last day of class, and then the following day you do the placement exam. But regardless of being in the afternoon session, you also have to attend opening day. So that's Monday, June 27th. That's next Monday. And there are activities. Okay. And you stay until 3 p.m. It's important that you stay because at the end that's when you get your class schedule. So where your classes are going to be, what times, and then also there's 60 days, so we have very strict class policies. So it's very important. If you do miss a day, you can't start the program again until you meet with our retention coordinator and you're able to sign a separate contract, okay? And then if you sign it a certain amount of times, they run it over another 10 to and then on Wednesday, July 27th, so next month, you will be able to retake both modules in the exam. There's also a closing ceremony afterwards, so that's probably going to end around 6 years, so it's like 7 p.m. It's also important to stay p.m. because you get your updated on your next day. And the next day, that's when you find out if you did on the exam, and then you create your schedule for the fall. Okay? So that's pretty much all there is to the program. On the other side, it kind of goes more in depth about our resilience class policy. There's also a classroom coaching class. So do you want to read that assignments and if you don't, and then just like a public conduct basically. So if you have any questions, we're going to take care of it. Yeah, they have the math portion as well because you can always place higher to it. So that's like so they have you can tell me. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they start that too. I mean, you never know if you after doing all that, you might get placed. Okay. So we're just gonna sign this. Please sign both. Finish the top with no, it's and I suppose you weren't to do it now because so you didn't go to college. Okay, so yeah, so that's not an actual credit course. So if you don't do this now, you have to do this and those credits will count and then you have to take them to get into functional English. So you have to waste like a whole semester trying to do that. So it's kind of like get it. So you can just jump right into like all of them. You know, because I don't know if anyone like really explained to you. I mean, it like really depends on what it is. It's very rare. Is there like a particular thing that you know? No, I just like trying it's not like you can like attend college or something like put a bad mark on you program. It's just something you understand like where this is what the program is to go. This is just so you understand that this is what you're signing up for. So the first day, the first is opening ceremony for opening day. It's number 2. That's Monday, June 27th, so that's next month. And you have to be here at this. This is like more that's more the last day. And then the next day is when you actually start doing classes. And I was in the program myself. I didn't get to college math or you know, if you do the work and everything, it was a very good chance. You didn't want but you don't get one person. Okay. I never went anything. I know. Oh, you want to be around me? I got the vlogs. I know. And I was like, I'm like, I'll pick it for you. I don't think so. It's just like in case they work with so you're good with everything. Yeah, we're gonna talk about our program, what to expect, what to meet, or like the different days. And you also get some material things already. I'm one of the so what was your name? This is I think I talked to 5-6 people. So that's 5%. Because some of the deans are in this program are very good. And then the happiest people I know is I can say the most, whenever I have to go in and talk to human services class, they all know each other. They're talking to one another. Not sitting pretending. So that's how I know.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. It's so nice to see you. Thank you for coming tonight on this beautiful evening. It's so lovely out. And what a beautiful view we have in our lunch area, isn't it? Good evening. My name is Jennifer Rage, and I'm the Director of Academic Services and Testing, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to our Summer 2016 Smart Start Open House. Woohoo! Thank you for coming. It's great. We have a really exciting program for you tonight. Tonight you will learn more about the Smart Start program. You're going to learn more about, you're going to hear from students who participated in the Smart Start program, who have been in your seats just sometimes even as short as a year ago, and what they've learned and how Smart Start has really helped them. And you'll also learn more about what to expect in college tonight. So, but before we begin tonight's program, I have a question for all the students in the audience. And please, don't use your phones, okay? So don't Google this for me, all right? So, could anybody tell me what the definition of a career is? Their definition doesn't have to be like Webster's or Merriam, but their definition of a career. And for the peer mentors who know me, I'm really good at waiting, so somebody has to volunteer. Yes.
A career is pretty much a job that you're dealing with for the rest of your life, and it's based on something that you enjoy doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Did everybody hear this, gentleman? Yes? A career is something that you really enjoy doing. It's building throughout your lifetime, and it's something that gives you pleasure and also, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to paraphrase what you said. You said it so eloquently. Can you repeat it?
It's pretty much something that you're going to be doing for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life, exactly. And one of the things that I want to give you an example regarding careers is, I'm a nurse, right? So when I was in high school, I was a candy striper. I worked at Vassar helping out. Then after I graduated high school, I'm a Ketchum grad. Any Ketchum grads in the audience? Woo-hoo, right? And we went on and came to Dutchess and got my nursing degree here. While I was here, I became vice president of the nursing club. I tutored anatomy and physiology. I helped out with student government as the treasurer. I got involved on campus. And then after I finished my schooling here, I went on to Mount St. Mary's and got my bachelor's degree in nursing. Then I got my first job in a doctor's office. And then I decided, well, you know what? I think I want to do some volunteerism. So I decided that I was going to work with Doctors Without Borders and travel around the world and helping people in need. Then I came back and I got a job in the ER. So as you can see, actually I'm really not a nurse. But it's an example, because what I want to illustrate to everybody is that a career is not just a job, okay? It is something that you do along the way. It's jobs held, it's clubs that you are in, internships that you do, it's volunteer work, whatever it might be, degrees that you earn, is things that you do, just like this gentleman said, over your lifetime that develops a career. And why I'm speaking about careers tonight is because a lot of you, I think in the audience, are getting ready to graduate high school. Is that correct? Yeah? How many people are graduating in this week? Probably this weekend, right? Awesome. Congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment. Okay? That's great. So, you know, many students feel like, phew, I just finished 12 years of school. That is behind me. Whew, I'm done with that, right? But then they think about college and they're like, oh, I got more school to do. And you know, they look at college a little bit grudgingly because of the workload. And yes, college does have a workload, and you will learn more about that later tonight. However, what I really want to challenge you with this evening is to change your mindset, and that college is just not school. College is one thing that you're doing along that pathway, in that lifetime for the career. So everything that you do here on campus or out in the community, everything you do is building your resume and building that career. So I want you to start thinking of how you are getting ready for employment, and you're getting ready for the job market, and that going to school, you're learning all these different skills to be able to do that, to build that journey and that lifetime career that you're going to so enjoy. So with that said, I want to move on with our programs, and I want to also just really implore you to really kind of think about how you approach college and the different perspectives that you have, because it is a very, very different environment, and you will hear that from some of our peer mentors and from our guest speaker tonight. And you will see how things are going to, doors are of opportunity are going to open to you, and you're going to have different experiences that you've never even dreamed of. And it's really exciting. And you know what? When I went to college, somebody told me that college was a lot of work, but it was a heck of a lot of fun. And I got to tell you, it's the truth. And so if I can pass anything on to you, is to look at college as how you're beginning your career, and that it's a lot of work, but it's so worth it, and it's a lot of fun. So, any questions? Wonderful. So, to begin tonight's program, I would first like to introduce our staff that's going to be running the Smart Start program. And it's my pleasure to introduce our Assistant Director of Academic Services and Testing and our Smart Start Coordinator, Lori Scalero. Also with us tonight is our Student Academic Support Specialist and Peer Mentor Coordinator, Kate Collins. We also have our Bridges to Excellence coordinator with us tonight, Pat Tomato. Just another question about that program. I'm sure you see Pat before the evening's over. Additionally, we have our Business Resource Center tutor coordinator with us, Elizabeth Belachova. And we have our student intern, who is a recent grad from Dutchess. She just graduated last month with her degree in Business Administration. She is also a Smart Start student and a Bridges to Excellence student, and she'll be studying business this fall at Marist College. We have Jessica. And we have a special guest with us tonight, way in the back, I see. Emily Silva. Emily is a graduate, 2 years ago?
2, yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago, she was a Smart Start student and a Bridges to Excellence, and she's currently at Marist. Do you want to say anything, Emily?
You're going to enjoy it.
Wonderful. Now, we have a special speaker with us tonight. This gentleman just also recently graduated in May 16th, I think it was, May 17th. And he participated in Smart Start in 2014. He's been a peer mentor for the last 2 years. And just, he graduated with honors, with a GPA of 3.65, with his associates in science in exercise science and wellness. This gentleman has also been on the dean's list, and the president's list, every semester that he's been here. And he's the 2016 recipient of the SUNY Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence. It is my pleasure to introduce Eric Ortiz. Eric's going to share his story about how Smart Start helped him with his foundation and his academic success. Eric.
All right, good evening. Oh, this is louder than before. I can? Good evening. All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you, Jen. I'm Eric, and as Jen said, I graduated in May 19th. May 19th with an associate's in exercise science and wellness, and I too was a peer mentor, as you met some of the people here with the purple buttons. And before I get started, I just want to say thank you to Kate, Lori, Jen, Pat, Elizabeth, everybody in the Student Academic Services who has helped me. You guys have helped me tremendously and has pointed me in the direction of my success, and I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you guys. So give a nice round of applause.
You did it.
Yeah, but I couldn't have done it without you guys. So also I want to say thank you to the parents and the friends who are here in the audience. Supporting your loved ones as they go on to become Smart Start graduates and future cops and lawyers and doctors. And, from my understanding, you guys are here supporting them, but I just encourage you to continue supporting them and pushing your loved one for the next 2 years. All right? And for the most part, they do need you. So my reasons for being here is to simply talk about my college experience, to let you know that anything is possible, and to inform you that I've been in the same seats that you guys are sitting in 2 years ago, getting ready for July Smart Start. And in order to go forward, I just think it's important that you know a little bit about my background so you have an idea of where I came from and how I was raised. And as always, I take pride when I say I'm from Brooklyn, New York. Is anybody from Brooklyn in here? From Brooklyn? What part? Flatbush. Okay, we're neighbors. I'm from Bushwick. And growing up in Brooklyn, it was kind of rough. I finished school late. I finished high school late. And that was because I never really cared about school. I never really cared about high school. And my instructors or my teachers never really cared about me. I got by as a minimalist. So if a C was passing, then I would pass with a C. I didn't feel like getting straight A's or A's and B's or making an honor roll meant anything really. I just felt like I needed to get through high school, and because of that, I finished high school labeled as a D minus student, and all I ever did in Brooklyn was hang out. You know, people and family and friends would come up to me, hey Eric, you know, what's new? And my response all the time was nothing, chilling. You know, the same thing, hanging out, chilling. And after a while, I realized that I do have potential, and I went back to school. I decided to go back to school, primarily Dutchess, after visiting upstate. My uncle lives up here. I came hiking, and he decided to show me Dutchess, and we took a walk around the campus. And I honestly thought that this is one of the most beautiful campuses that a community college can have. And I actually thought that this was like the Harvard on the Hudson. So any of you guys who've been to the city, before Dutchess, I was at LaGuardia Community College out in Long Island City, Queens, and that school sucks. That school sucks. You have traffic running in between buildings. You know, you go into class building to building. The instructors don't remember your name. You're just another number. But here at Dutchess, they make you feel loved. They want to remember your name. They want to know who you are, and they want to push you to be the best version of yourself that you can be. So the reason for Dutchess was because it was far away from Brooklyn. It was far away from my friends and family, and I needed to be isolated. And those of you here, you guys will go on into these 2 years, and you'll realize that you need to get away from that. You need to kind of isolate yourself in order to find out who you are. Your friends are not going to be able to determine who you are. Your family's really not going to be able to determine who you are. Only you can find that, and you have to find that through isolation and, you know, doing this for the most part by yourself. And so another reason for Dutchess is because I've always wanted to be a personal trainer. When I was in Brooklyn, I used to work out. Can you tell? And I've always wanted to be a personal trainer, and I found out that they had the exercise science and wellness program here. And so I felt that if I was to become a personal trainer, that was it. That was my dream. That was every day I woke up, personal trainer, personal trainer, personal trainer. So when I moved upstate, I received a letter in the mail that I was selected to begin the Smart Start program in July. And the key word is selected. I use the word selected, well, Lori taught me that word, but I use the word selected is, the reason for that is because I was truly selected because being a D- student, I realized that Dutchess wanted to help me. They seen potential in me due to a pattern in my grades, and they wanted to help me and once again have me become the best version of myself. Now when I read Smart Start in the letter, I thought it was funny, you know, because we're for the most part adults, right, 18 or older, and you see Smart Start and you think of some like kind of kindergarten name, and yeah, I thought it was funny until I understood its purpose. So its purpose is for retesting, yeah, and also to build habits. You get to retest, take the placement exam so you can knock out those classes that are non-credited or remedial classes, and to build habits that'll carry on into your career, your future, if you decide to go on to another school. So I took it, and by the way, yes, I did have fun in Smart Start. I took it, and I passed. I passed with a 96 in reading, 94 in writing, and I placed in a flex course for math. Long story short, a flex course is where you take the first 5 weeks of the semester, take your remedial class, and the remaining 10 weeks you take a credited class so you could graduate on time. And I sacrificed my summer, but it was well worth it. I was in the morning program, so I was there from 8:30 to 1:30. And honestly, I wouldn't wake up until like 11:30 anyway. So I figured that I might as well go ahead and do something useful with my time and go back to school. And parents, it's free. You know, so that's another reason why you guys might like it as well. And so during Smart Start, I got to meet some of the best instructors. I got to know the campus a little bit, well, a lot of it. I made new friends, and during Smart Start, we also had the activity hours on Wednesday, so it was a great time to socialize and play games, you know, eat snacks and ice cream and stuff like that, and just socialize, you know, and be part of the community, because not only are you part of the school, you're actually part of the community. And after Smart Start, it has helped me prioritize, organize, and prepare for the real world. And I always say how Lori enforced it, because she was my college success skills instructor. And every time I would come into class, you know, she made it mandatory that we would be in class ready, even before the bell, not the bell, right? Even before class started, with our notebooks out and a pen in hand, ready to take notes. And yeah, you might see, okay, notebook in hand, notebook on the desk, pen in hand, but truth is, this is supposed to prepare you in real life. When you go in for a job interview, when you go into, you know, talk to someone for whatever the reason is, you know, when you have to kind of prove yourself, you have to be ready. You have to take on whatever life gives you. You have to be ready for it. And College Success class has really prepared me for that. I learned how to prep for an interview. I learned how to read, write, and highlight. Yes, highlight those textbooks, make it pink, orange, whatever, put some sticky notes in there. But remember to read, write, and highlight. And it also has helped me to learn how to ask for help. Me being 22 at the time, I felt like, you know, I kind of knew what I was doing, but truth is, you need to learn how to ask for help, and Duchess and Smart Start gave me the opportunity to do that. And it made me realize my potential and how smart I really was. Now this is key, because I was never the smartest kid in the class. You know, I used to raise my hand, get answers wrong, but I loved it, you know, because it kept me going. I was never the smartest kid in the class, but I put in the work. And some of you guys are going to learn material in an hour. Some is going to take 2 hours. Some is going to take 4 or 5 hours. So what? Let it take you that long. But the thing is to remember is that you guys have to put in the work, all right? Because what might take you 1 hour, it might take someone else 4 hours. If you really want to be whatever it is that you want to be, you have to put the time in. And so, Duchess and Smart Start also has helped me put things into practice, where till today I still use most of the skills that I learned at Smart Start in my everyday life. Now, fast forward a little bit, throughout my college experience, I received good grades due to my habits, due to Smart Start helping me build that foundation. Once again, I graduated with a 3.65, and placed in the Honor Society, Phi Theta Kappa. I was able to network with instructors and friends, and actually one of the best relationships that you're going to build is with your instructors. So make sure you get to know your instructors well, be on their good side. And one of my instructors actually helped link me with one of the managers at Orange Theory Fitness, where I became a group instructor there. And throughout my college experience, I joined clubs. I was the vice president for the Exercise Science and Wellness Club. I was the president for the Catholic Club, and I was also involved in Student Government Association. I joined the PTK, Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society. I went to my instructor's office hours. Once again, I built relationships with them. In my first year, I received a scholarship of $500 for my passion for health science and exercise. I became a peer mentor where I was able to give motivational speeches, and that is the main reason why I'm here. Once again, I've met new friends, and some of my friends are still here with the purple buttons as your peer mentors. I became a personal trainer in less than a year. So right before I graduated, the semester before I graduated, my third semester to be exact, I became a personal trainer, and I fulfilled what I thought was my dream. The truth is, as I went to school, I took anatomy and physiology, and I found out that I actually fell in love with medicine. I fell in love with medicine thanks to AMP, and because of that, I just got accepted out to Stony Brook University, where I'll be continuing my education as a physician assistant. And, thank you. And I received a total number of 14 awards, including my diploma, but who's counting, right? And that's a lot. Before 14 awards, I actually had 2 awards. In kindergarten, I got an award for attendance. I had perfect attendance. And I think first grade, I got an award for penmanship. So, yeah. So I had an all 14 awards. And one of the awards that kind of want to brag about, they know I don't like talking about myself, but I want to brag about this award, and it's the Chancellor's Award. And I'll tell you why I want to brag about it. It's not simply for me, but it's simply for you guys, all right? And the Chancellor's Award is, this award is issued to a student within the SUNY system who has academic achievements, leadership skills, who've been involved in the arts and the athletics for career, basically overall. And in the SUNY system, there's 440,000 students. In case you guys didn't hear that number, that's 440,000 students. Now, only 248 people received this award in the SUNY system, and I was one of the recipients to receive that award. And if you guys calculate that, that counts for less than 0.0005% of the SUNY population. So my reason for bragging about it is, yes, you know, it feels good. It does feel good. But the truth is, you have to remember that I was in your seat. And you guys have what it takes to go on and do great things. Whether it's the Chancellor's Award, whether it's honors, whatever it is, you guys have it in you to do the same exact thing, because there was nothing separating me from you guys and where you guys are sitting at. Now, with that being said, some of you guys might be wondering what motivates me, and some of you guys might not be asking that. But simply put, it's my brothers and my family. I have 3 younger brothers. I'm the oldest, and everything I do, for the most part, I do it for them. You know, I want them to look up to me. I want to give them guidance. I don't want to be ignorant when I give them any advice. I want to guide them in the right direction. And for the most part, I'm doing a great job, because 2 of my brothers, they are on the president's list, and they are getting honors, and one is 5 years old, he's graduating from kindergarten in a few days. So they're on the right path. But yeah, my friends and my family and the world, for the most part, the world influences me, because I want to do something that kind of gives back to the world, and my motivation does come from everybody in the world who kind of supports me. And so I ask you guys, what are your pillars of success? What is it that's going to keep you going? Is it going to be your friends, your family, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your dog, your cat? What's going to motivate you? What are your pillars of success? If something knocks you down, why are you going to get up in the morning and continue your education or continue your job? And with that being said, another thing is self-discipline. You guys have to change your attitude. I spoke to a lot of people. I spoke to a few people here, and I am happy that they are happy to be here. And if you're not happy to be here, good. Good. If you're not happy to be here, good. And the reason for that is because you have a clean slate. Some of you guys are coming in, and I'm not, this is just in general, it's not to anybody in specific, but some people come in and they have the attitude of, what's the point? Or, I don't know why I'm here, this is stupid. But you guys have to understand that you guys have a clean slate. Once you walk through those doors and you declare your major, you have to understand that this is going to be your life for the next 2 years, or even more. That once you go ahead and agree to join class, to do these classes, that everything you do has to be revolve around what it is that you're going to school for. And understand that these 2 years of your life are going to be probably the most important 2 years that you'll ever have. And going forward, you guys need to emphasize on that, whether you go to school, whether you continue your education, or you go on to get a job straight after college. But there's 2 quotes that I want to leave you with that has helped me. One is from my uncle, and that quote is, do the right thing no matter what it costs you. Now, simply put, that might sound easy, but truth is, it's something that I struggle with every day. I'm not perfect, and I'm pretty sure none of you guys are perfect, but there is something perfect in you, all right? And another quote is, hold on. The other quote is, it's for myself. I'm not perfect, but that's not going to stop me from trying to be, all right? Because you have to have that mentality that, look, I'm not going to be better than everybody in this room, or I'm not going to be better than anybody in this world. The truth is, that's how I think, that I need to be better. If someone has a B, I need an A. If someone has a 94, I need a 95. So that's the attitude that I want you guys to bring into Dutchess. And you guys all have a purpose. All right, I want that to sink in. You guys all have a purpose, whether you believe it or not. Whether somebody shunned you, whether you have friends that don't believe you can do it. Truth is, I'm going to stand up here and I'm going to tell each and every one of you guys, whether you believe it or not, that you guys all have a purpose. And in fact, you guys are going to be future doctors, are going to be future cops or lawyers or whatever it is that you want to become, veterinarians or I don't know, whatever it is. You guys all have a purpose, and this is the starting point where you guys make that dream come true. Don't let anybody discourage you or shy you away from whatever it is that you want to do. You guys are here for a purpose. And like I said before, you guys have something perfect in you that you can utilize and share with the world. And never give 99.9% of your effort, because the world doesn't deserve that. Each day you get up, 100%. 100%. If you're a doctor and you're working on somebody, that patient doesn't deserve 99.9% of your effort. It's 100% every single day. And when you wake up, we're normal, we're human. We all have our bad days. That's understandable. But that should not keep you from pushing forward. Are you going to make excuses for yourself? Or are you just going to keep pushing forward and keep that goal in mind? Because truth is, the world doesn't deserve that, and you guys sure don't deserve that. So with that being said, I just want to leave you guys with that. Remember those two quotes: do the right thing no matter what it costs you, and although you might not be perfect, that shouldn't stop you from trying to be. So you guys are off to a great start, each and every one of you. I want you guys to really utilize this time, use this month to go ahead and progress, find out new things about yourself, and good luck. Thank you.
Wow, was that inspirational or what? We couldn't say it any better than ourselves. Just out of the mouths of somebody who was sitting here just 2 short years ago. Thank you. How about another round of applause for us? So you've heard Eric's story. Now it's time to hear from some of our other students that are in the audience with us tonight. I'd like to take this time to introduce our peer mentors, and if they could share what Smart Start has helped them with their studies. Who'd like to start? Yes, go ahead.
My name's Ariana, and my major is General Studies. And with the help of Smart Start, I made the Dean's List my first semester at Dutchess.
Woo-hoo! That's great!
I'm Brianna. I'm a liberal arts and science major, and Smart Start has helped me become a peer mentor.
Yay!
I'm Yasmin. My major is computer science, and Smart Start helped me by creating a foundation and made me make the Dean's List last semester.
Hi everyone, my name is Alfred Cornell. My major is business administration. I'm a member in the business club, and Smart Start helped me to be more responsible with my work and helped me to succeed in my goal.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Alex Neal, and business administration is my major. I am a member of the CSTEP program, which stands for Collegiate Science Technology Entry Program. And what Smart Start really helped me is that I was able to communicate more frequently with my instructors.
Hi everyone. Okay, I'll go first. Hi everyone, my name is Brittany Dennis, and Smart Start gave me to use all the resources offered to me on campus, such as clubs, because I'm the treasurer of the Aviation Club, even though my major is nursing. And I'm a part of student government. I'm an EOP, C-STEP, and I'm a peer mentor. So.
Hi everybody, my name is Jackie and I'm studying early childhood education, and Smart Start helped me to manage my time with clubs and stuff that I was doing as well as going to classes.
I'm Rob, and I'm an exercise science and wellness major, and Smart Start helped me get into the PTK Honor Society.
Hi everyone, I'm the other one, Brianna. I'm a visual arts major, and Smart Start helped me get more familiar with the college, and it also helped me land a summer job in the Office of Academic Services and Testing Office.
Hi I'm Alyssa, or you could call me Allie. I'm a comm student here, and I am in the improv club. And thanks to Smart Start, I got to where I need to be sooner than planned.
Thank you, Allie. So you've heard all of our stories, and now it's time to begin your Smart Start story. So for all the students who are graduating high school this weekend, I want to personally congratulate you on your achievement. That's awesome. And I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you over the summer. But most of all, what I'm really looking forward to is in about a couple of years, when we're sitting in the Civic Center in the city of Poughkeepsie and we're on stage and they call your name and you walk across and President Eddington shakes your hand and gives you that diploma, we're going to be on stage in the background hooting and hollering and yelling your name and making fools, because we're so excited for your success and that you all started here with Smart Start. So congratulations on your decision to participate in this program, and I really wish you much, much success. So with that, I'm going to turn the program over to Lori Scalera, and we're going to actually ask the students to leave with Kate. And we're going to go to another location, and there's going to be a specific program just for them. Lori.
Hi, everybody. You're getting ready to get up and move a little bit. How's that, Eric? It's so fantastic. So done. Thank you. And he says that, we actually remind students to maintain their humbleness, to be humble, right? That means to overcry and everything. But sometimes you got to do that. Like some of the skills we teach students is it's okay to build yourself up when you've done great things too. That's not necessarily bragging. So anyway, welcome. So we're going to send the students off. You guys are going to have some special programming with our peer mentors and Kate to talk about some things to expect in the next couple weeks and things like that. So students, if you don't mind, please stand up, and you're going to exit that way out of the room. The peer mentors are going to guide you. Okay? And then, if you can have the parents just move in towards the center.
You don't want this?
You probably move more towards this way. I have a bunch of things to hand out. Hi, you're going. Bye.